Los Angeles is the city where Hollywood dreams come true, but sometimes those dreams turn into absolute nightmares on wheels. From stolen cars to kidnapping suspects, LA has seen some of the most insane police chases ever recorded. Today, we're counting down the 10 wildest police chases that had the entire city glued to their screens. Some of these will shock you, some will make you angry, but one chase changed American television forever. Let's dive in. Starting our list at number 10, we have a stolen Honda that leads the deputies on a wild ride through Franklin County. The chase began when the authorities saw the stolen silver Honda Civic at a fast pace through a dangerous speed. The suspect, not clearly thinking directly, tried every trick in the book, weaving through traffic, driving red lights, and driving on the wrong side of the road. This chase was particularly crazy about how the suspect taunted the authorities, sticking his hands out of the window as if he was inviting them to catch them. The chase ended when Honda finally crashed into a light pole after the driver lost control during a high-speed turn. 3 people were arrested at the scene, and thankfully, no innocent people were hurt. But it was just a warm-up that is coming forward. At number 9, we have one of the most unique endings to a police chase you will ever see. It included an armed car theft suspect in the van, running a stolen sedan through a family neighborhood at high speed. A regular stolen car was started when the suspect started driving incorrectly, putting families and children at risk. But here is the place where it goes crazy. As the suspect was growing rapidly under a residential road, a brave viewer had really thrown a chair on the moving car. The chair hit the vehicle, and you could see the suspect immediately, perhaps shocked that someone dared to intervene. The suspect eventually pulled out and surrendered to the police without further incident. The whole thing lasted for about 10 minutes, but that throw the chair became a quick viral moment. You do not see that kind of community participation every day. Coming in number 8 is a chase in which everyone was on the shore, a possible kidnapping suspect in West LA. The chase included a white Toyota Prius who appeared as a female passenger who could have been taken against her will. Chase began on the 405 freeway and quickly became one of the most dangerous activities as the suspect entered the upcoming traffic several times. The suspected freeway shut down on the ramp, making the same areas repeatedly as he was trying to confuse the authorities. At one point, the left front tire came out, but the suspect kept driving on the rim, flying spark everywhere. The chase finally ended at the end of the 90 freeway near Lincoln Boulevard when the car could not go further. The deadlock was intense. The suspicious car kept out of the car, was working excitedly towards the authorities, then coming back. His weapons were drawn to the police, worried about the woman inside. Finally, when the suspected vehicle got away from the vehicle, many officials ran him at once and took him down. The woman was safely rescued, and thankfully it ended without being seriously hurt. Hold up. Before we get to the top 7, let me remind you what's coming. We've already seen chairs being thrown, kidnapping suspects, and suspects taunting police. But trust me, the craziest chase in American history is still coming up. And it involves someone you definitely know. Make sure you stick around because that one changed everything about how we watch police chases on TV. Now let's continue with number 7. At number 7, we have a pursuit of the notorious Disneyland parking garage with families of children who were in mistrust. The chase began at Buena Park when the authorities saw a stolen white Toyota Corolla. The wounds are chased through the streets of Onum in the same way that families come to experience Disney's magic. But the magic quickly turned into madness when the suspect actually went into the Disneyland parking structure. Can you imagine? Children and family are trying to park their Disney holiday, and suddenly a high-speed police car is being chased right next to them. The suspected shopper crashed into the cart and hit almost several pedestrians before he somehow managed to flee the streets. Number 6 takes us to a pursuit that felt like it would never end. The stolen vehicle chased for several hours and covered several counties. The suspect, a deep SUV driving a marathon chase, leading the police, wondering if the audience was trapped at repeating his TV. The chase began in the San Fernando Valley and weaved through Hollywood, downtown LA, and back. It was particularly nervous-wise on how the suspect would slow down the normal speed, attract the authorities closely, then suddenly take it to the floor and remove it again. This cat and mouse game felt forever. The suspect also stopped at gas stations, went through the drive-thru, and came out for a stretch at a point. The police had to keep their distance because they were not sure that the suspect was armed. The chase ended when the suspect ran out of the gas in a residential neighborhood and the bus went away from the vehicle with his hands, as if nothing happened. Number 4 brings us to the modern age of police chases, a suspect who was actually live streaming his own pursuit on social media. This chase involved a young man in his early 20s who stole a sports car and decided to broadcast his crime spree to the world. The suspect was literally holding his phone, narrating his own chase like he was some kind of action hero. He was reading comments from viewers, answering questions, and even taking requests for where to go next. At one point, he had over 50,000 people watching his live stream as he led police through the streets of Hollywood. Coming in at number 3 is a chase that had police scratching their heads. A suspect who kept switching vehicles during the pursuit. This mastermind carjacker started in a stolen pickup truck, but had apparently planned multiple vehicle swaps throughout the city. Chase began at East La when the suspect left the pickup truck and jumped into a waiting motorcycle. The police had to scramble to weave through traffic at a rapid pace on 2 wheels. But when he felt that he had conned her, he jumped from the motorcycle and in another stolen car that was waiting for him. This game of vehicle music chairs lasted for more than an hour. The suspect switched between a pickup truck, motorcycle, sedan, and finally, a van. Each vehicle had been stolen earlier that day, suggesting this was a carefully planned operation. The chase finally ended when the suspect ran out of pre-positioned vehicles and was cornered in a parking lot. It turned out he had an accomplice helping coordinate the vehicle swaps via radio. Both were arrested, and police recovered 6 stolen vehicles in total. Our number 2 spot goes to one of the most tragic police chases in LA history, the Trader Joe's incident in Silver Lake. This chase started as a domestic violence call in South LA when Gene Atkins shot his grandmother multiple times and forced his girlfriend into her Toyota Camry. Police tracked the vehicle to Hollywood, but Atkins wasn't going down easy. During the chase on Rowena Avenue, he actually shot out his own back window while firing at officers. You can hear officers on the radio saying, "Do not shoot. We are going to keep our distance," as they tried to safely end the pursuit. The chase came to a devastating end when Atkins crashed into a light pole outside the Trader Joe's on Hyperion Avenue. As he ran toward the store while firing at police, officers returned fire. In the crossfire, The store manager Melita Corrado was tragically killed when she stepped out what was happening. This is one of the most controversial and heartbreaking pursuits in LA history and changed how the police handled the congested public areas.
Hang up right for you for 1 second. I'll call you right back, okay? Okay. He says if you guys could throw a set of handcuffs in.
And now, the moment you are waiting. Number 1. Chase that changed everything. O.J. White Bronco, chase of Simpson on 17 June 1994. It was not just a police chase. This was a moment when the whole country stopped what they were doing to see history. It started when O.J. Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer and actor, were to turn themselves for the killings of their ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and his friend Ron Goldman. Instead, he disappeared from San Fernando Valley Gar, became a fugitive from justice. Chasing in Orange County began when Simpson's friend Al A.C. O.J. Cowling was seen running with a white Ford Bronco inside. But this was not your specific high-speed pursuit. Cowlings maintained a stable 35 miles per hour as a trip of 60 miles in Orange County and Los Angeles County. This chase made it absolutely unprecedented that Simpson had allegedly placed a gun on his head, threatening suicide. LAPD Detective Tom Lang was on phone with Simpson during his entire chase. He tried to talk about hurting himself.
Too many people love you. Your kids, your mother, your friends, AC, everybody. You got the whole world. Don't throw it away.
You can hear Lang saying that you are going to break someone's heart. Do not do this. Your children need you. The scene on the freeway was contrary to anything that someone ever saw. Thousands of people came out to see, hanging from the overpass and standing on the sides of the freeway, and grabbed the signals and said, "Go OJ." It was like a bizarre parade with police cars at a respectable distance. This chase did not just make headlines, it changed television forever, showing the network that people reveal real life drama in real time. And you have these 10 wildest police chases in the history of Los Angeles. Law has seen all this, from the cursor-blowing citizens to live-streaming suspects, from tragic end to historical moments forever. These chases remind us how dangerous it can be for all those involved in these situations: police officers, suspects, and innocent buyers. While some of these stories may seem entertaining, they all represent the real people whose life was replaced by divided second decisions and desperate circumstances. O.J. Simpson chase stands alone as a cultural event that surpassed law enforcement. It was a moment when America came together to reveal history, even though we did not know how it would end. What do you think was the most wild pursuit in this list? Did we remember anyone who should have made the top 10? Tell me in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe to more incredible true crime and law enforcement material. These stories are part of the history of LA, and they continue to fascinate people after decades. Thanks to The View, and remember, if you are in such a situation at any time, the best option is to always drag and follow the law enforcement. No pursuit is worth risking life. By next time, be safe there.